Now we're gonna work on shooting with more power. So first things first is just the setup, okay? If you're shooting yourself, just practicing yourself, just have the ball in front of you and practice the steps just by yourself, okay? Key is to get the repetitions in. Repetitions is what's gonna build confidence at the end of the day here. If you're practicing with your child or coaching your child, what you wanna do is you wanna be in goal, and you're gonna roll the ball out to the player, okay? You're gonna then say, go. They're gonna be like this, they're gonna be facing this way. When they hear the word go, they're gonna turn around and they're gonna hit a ball that's rolling slowly towards them, okay? The key here is building confidence. It's easier to hit a ball with more power when it's rolling towards you. Step one is fast feet, okay? So if I'm a player, I just turned around, I've now locked eyes, I can see the ball. So what I wanna do is I wanna do really fast feet running up to that ball. I can't stress how important these steps up to the ball are. At the end of the day, when we do our standing foot here with my left foot, if I'm in any way off balance to the left, the ball's going way off here. Any way off balance to the right, the ball's going off right. So this standing foot is so important, okay? And in my opinion, the best way to get a balanced standing foot here is these steps, tiny. Think of just tiny little feet running up to the ball, okay? So when you roll the ball out, all I want you to say is quick feet, quick feet, quick feet. All right, so step two is keeping your eye on the ball. What I want the player to do is as they're running up, just to really encourage them and remind them to keep their eye on the ball right until the last second, okay? Again, that ball, as it's rolling out, it could be on grass. It's actually changing direction ever so slightly. So if we don't have our eye on the ball, those mini steps that we're taking could be in the wrong direction ever so slightly. Even it could be an inch or two off. So we gotta be quick feet. Now it's eye on the ball, right until the last second. So again, you roll it out. Now we gotta be saying is quick feet, eye on the ball, eye on the ball, eye on the ball. A little kind of practice I do with players is to actually just throw the ball like this around, like this, and ask them to keep their eye on the ball. And you'll notice that they'll just get a little bit better at just keeping their eye on the ball. Okay, so step three is all about follow through and hitting the ball with venom. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna get rid of the ball for the moment, put a leaf down or a feather. The idea is they're gonna be basically hitting the air, and you want to ask them to put as much follow through and as much power hitting the air. This is what they're gonna start doing, putting their foot through like this. And then when you're gonna say to them, put so much power that your foot is forced up to the sky, okay? And what ends up happening, I've seen players that go like this, and they're not used to it, and they actually fall backwards, okay, which is a good sign. So I'm nearly asking them, put so much power that you put yourself off balance, okay? And then what I show them then, after they do that for a while, they're kind of wondering why they're asking me to do this, hitting no ball. But then I show them, and when I go like this, the little detail is landing on their standing foot. But I prefer to just tell them, put so much power into your foot that you basically put yourself off balance, and you then have to catch yourself midair to balance yourself. So what's going to happen then, players are going to get quite confident at smashing the ball, okay, because that's all you're trying to do with them here. The first three steps, you're rolling the ball out, and you're happy with them skying the ball because they're just getting a lot of power into it. Then when you start to see the ball fly over, you start to introduce the fourth step. The fourth step is simply, as they're about to hit it, get your chest over the ball. Just kind of lean forward over the ball. Okay, so the way to teach this then is to literally go step by step. You don't want to say all the steps at once because it's too much information. So step one, get used to them, getting quick feet. Step two, eye on the ball. Step three, venom, follow through. So when you're rolling out that ball, focusing on three steps, all you're saying is quick feet, eye on the ball, venom. Quick feet, eye on the ball, venom. There, you're reinforcing those three messages. Okay, so the first pitfall of the shooting with power is players kick it with their toe. That is an absolute no-go in Coach Buckley Academy. You've got to open your foot. We start, especially if they're newer to the game, we start with instep. I'd nearly go as far as saying if a toe is used, there has to be 5 or 10 push-ups as a mini punishment. You've got to get used to hitting with your instep, okay? The second pitfall players do is they're too nice. You're trying to say the word venom on purpose. That word venom is maybe not even a great word, but you're trying to get them to really hit it with power. So sometimes I stop and I bring them up and I say, listen, give me something that you're frustrated about. Is there like a teacher that's annoying you, or is there homework that's annoying you? And then they kind of say, yeah, there is actually. I go, right, take that frustration and put it into the ball. Okay, I want to see a bit of an angry face. So quick feet, eye on the ball, venom. So the third pitfall with this is, and you're going to hear me using this a lot throughout the course, is repetition. Players are not putting in enough repetition. You can't expect to do this 10 or 15 times and then be able to shoot with power. If you're going to go out for a shoot with power session, I need to see you doing at least 50 shots. Now, what's a natural progression, which I don't focus too much on, but you're going to notice when a player gets really good at using with their instep, they're actually going to naturally kind of pivot their foot and go with their laces. Obviously, we want to shoot with power. We want to hit with the laces there, okay? But starting off, there's nothing wrong getting them used to hitting with the instep. It's not too far off being able to then just angle your foot down a little bit more, and then you're going to be hitting with laces. But as I said, focus on the instep, laces will come. By the way, with laces, just to be really clear with you there, laces, there's a little bone going down your foot here. That's the exact bone that you're going to be using with laces. So a little goal we can strive for is what I call the sweet spot, okay, to make sure we're doing enough repetitions. The sweet spot is basically described as the child hits the ball and it flies off their foot, okay? And those of you who are maybe smarter than me and maybe a little bit scientific will know it's to do with the energy, the kinetic energy being, you hit the ball so purely that all the energy is going into the ball and it just flies off their foot. So I'd advise you or suggest you keep on practicing until they hit that sweet spot. It can happen with instep or laces, but you'll know when it happens, it'll happen and the ball just flies in, and we got to encourage that sweet spot. So it happens if you hit right into the middle of the ball, essentially, you'll get the sweet spot. So keep going till you get that.